Hey everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch and Kahlua, right on time here. Hey baby, how are you doing today? I am here to share with you a finished object and I believe it's my June knit crate. I know they were running a little bit late, but I believe this is June's. Um, anyway, Kahlua baby, I need you to get out of the way, please. My finished, sorry, she's got me in the head. Uh, I She hasn't been around me all day today. I've been crocheting on my tester crochet since a couple hours ago, and that's all I've been doing. I just had to frog a row, so I'm like, it's time to stop. It is time to tape. And plus, I blocked this earlier. I didn't think I'd have to, but I'll show you why. I'll take it off in a minute, and I'll show you why I had to. Um, Welcome back to all of my subscribers, and welcome to anybody who is new. Baby, I need you to find a comfortable spot because mommy needs to get going here. I was hoping it would not be on me. And I don't like it when you lay on me like this because it tells me that you think mama doesn't feel good. Mama's been feeling pretty decent lately, and I'm hoping to stay this way. But I did get sick last night, and I've been feeling decent again today, and I'm just hoping that she's not telling me, no, mama, you're not going to be feeling good later. Anyway, my finished object is on my head. It's my head kerchief that I made. Let me see, I think it may have gotten stuck in my hair, so it may not come straight off. Yeah, I got those little wisps at the bottom. It got stuck in. Here we go. And there it is. And this is one of the patterns that was in one of the blog hops from this month that I told you guys about. This one came from the Summer Designers blog hop. It was one of the first patterns that they had, and I love it so much. Let me see, I had the pattern here so I could tell you. You're gonna have to move, baby. Mama doesn't have it right here like she thought she did. Sorry, and I've got to move you guys with me. I think I see it sticking out right here. And I do. This pattern is by, who is it by? Carmen Heffernan. I had never seen the person's name before, so I knew she was new to me when I got the pattern. So she has skill level easy. Yeah, it just says Carmen Heffernan at the bottom. So doesn't look like she has a different like company name. Keep up with new designs here. Instagram at Annie's Design Crochet. Check out my blog for regular updates and free patterns. www.anniesdesigncrochet.com. So, okay, Carmen Heffernan is her name, and her webpage is anniesdesigncrochet.com. I'll have to put that all down below. This is the picture. I need to get new ink for my printer, which I cannot afford right now. So here is the picture, but it's not a good one since the ink is running out. Here's what it looks like. You have to use this one to find the placement of your granny squares and your granny triangles. He says to block them when they are squares and triangles, and then to block them again after you sew them into the big triangle. I did not block them. I was hoping I wouldn't have to block them at all, but I found that it blocked perfectly, pretty well perfectly. I don't want to use the word straight, it blocked very well for me when I just blocked it after I sewed it together. She tells you make sure that you use loose stitches when you're whip stitching it together so that you don't get any puffs. The tighter you'll stitch it, the more the squares may puff up. And that was the issue that I had, not really from crocheting it tight, but from not blocking them first. I had quite a few of these were puffed up, but when I put it on, it looked kind of freaky on me. I had put it on last night to try it, and it's a little, I think, a little too big for me because, like, when I put it back this way, it doesn't lay as flat as I would like it to. But I also think that with more use, it will loosen up and it should be fine. I really like it. It does the job well of helping hold my hair up and cool. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to wear my hair down, and this will help hold it up and away from my neck. And I might be able to wear it down a little bit more. So I hurried up and made this before I started my tester crochet, which I can show you this much of it. I mean, I can't show you the pattern, I don't think. I hadn't asked. I don't know if it's private or not, or, if it's a secret is what I meant for right now or not. But this is what I have so far. Yeah. So this is my finished object. And again, I will put her information below. And then I'm also going to show you the Knitcrate. I really enjoyed this. And I do like how once I did block it, and I used a steamer, a handheld steamer that I have that I love so much. I got it from Amazon, and it was a pretty decent one. It was on Nikki's Crochet and Craft, Nikki's Homemade Crafts. It was on her Amazon favorites list, and I just loved it. It was inexpensive, and it works really well. I have used it to block bigger projects. I've used it smaller projects, and it always works really, really nice. I plug it in, and within less than a minute, it is ready to go, and I can start getting steam out of it. So again, this had been almost every block was bumped up a little bit, and it's perfect now, pretty much. I mean, yeah, there's some that, bump out a little bit on the edges here, but I take that more as for me and sewing it together, because this is the first time ever I've sewn together granny squares. I've never made granny squares before. So, I mean, I've made a couple squares to send some people, but I didn't do the actual, regular granny square. I looked for, something that looked more like a flower or something. So anyway, that was this, and I really, really do love it. Don't like putting all those ends in when you have to change a color every row. But, it was worth it in the long run. I'm going to wear it a lot. So there we go. Now, on to my Knitcrate. I didn't try taking this off this time. I'm really getting upset with the post office. It's like, if they need to put this on, why can't they put it on up here or put it on back here? It's like a lot of us like to recycle these boxes, and we just don't want this on top of, I mean, Knitcrate pays money for these boxes to have it say Knitcrate across it and for it to look nice when we get it. And it's not so nice when you have these labels. And 9 times out of 10, when I pull the label up, even when I go nice and slow, I can get almost all the way through and I think, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it. Nothing's going to happen. And here I am, I'm pulling it up even though I said I wasn't going to. And then when I get to the very end, it leaves a mark. Let's see. This one left a little tiny mark. Not as much as usual, but there is white, a little bit of white right there. Today's been a kind of laid back day for me. Like I said, I've been crocheting. I did just try and call Referral's customer service, forgetting that they close at 3:30 Central Time. I'm making this tester crochet with my Furls Odyssey hook. Where did my hook go? I had it right here. Oh, there it is. My pretty mint one. It's a size F, and it's the first time with an Odyssey, and I don't have many Odysseys, but it has a rough spot right up here at the hook. And when I crocheting, and every time it like hits my thumb on this one when it goes through, I can feel it. And it's not really snagging at this yarn. I'm using a Caron cake, and these, I love Caron cakes because they feel so squishy. This is only my second one I've ever used, but they don't really snag like other yarns can snag. Because I'm not sure how these are so tightly wound together, but when you have one, that can split on you, or you can see in between, or, you can see the little different strands, this I could say would probably snag on it, which makes me sad because I love my furls hooks. So I called them to see if I might be able to get it replaced, or if they can tell me a good way to take care of that. Again, telling them I don't have sandpaper or anything like that, and I'm not going to be able to purchase something to fix this. So I'll have to let you know what happens when I hear back from them. I'm still going to use it because I don't want to change hooks now. And I'm doing okay with this material. Now, I think if I would work with what's in this box, it would probably snag. So I definitely need to get it replaced so that I can work with my more delicate yarn. Especially because I'm excited. I am very excited. I mentioned this in a previous video, and I didn't know if she was going to let me talk about it or not. And I asked her if I could. I asked her if I could do like a start to finish, because people get confused between tester crochets and sample crochets. And I'm doing my first ever sample crochet. Like I said, I am excited. I mean, I am blown away because I have put in like 3 different applications with her so far, and she normally does well, even this time I think she's doing more knitting applications than crochet. But sample crochets are used when indie dyers when indie dyers want to show off how their yarn looks in a pattern. That's the sample crochets I'm used to. But there are sample crochets that, like, when different designers need something of theirs made up and they don't have time to sit and crochet it, they will send it off to somebody. And the difference between a sample and a testing crochet is, first of all, normally they provide the yarn. I'm not sure if that's how it goes with the designers or not, but I know that's how it is, of course, with the indie dyers, because they want their yarn to be shown. They supply the yarn. They supply the pattern. She's already sent me the pattern that I'm going to make, and it's really pretty. And then you make it. You send it back. You send them the garment back. I do believe that if you have any yarn left over, you get to keep the scraps of that yarn. Some of them pay you in money, and some of them pay you in yarn. And as it is with this, I am going to be sample crocheting for Mace of Skeins, and I cannot tell you how much I love her yarn. It is always so gorgeous, and I can't afford it because of my budget. So the fact that she picked me for a sample crochet, I am so over the moon right now. When I'm done with it, I send it back to her. I have a deadline. I have to send it to her by September 10th. She's sending me the yarn. She's sending me the return label. So it can go back to her. And like I said, I'm just blown away. And then when she gets it, she will send me a gift certificate in the amount of how much yarn it takes to make I'm making a shawl, to make the shawl that I just made. So I can go to her site, her website, Macy's Gaines. I think it's just macysgaines.com. But if I know if you Google her, it comes right up. She doesn't have an Etsy shop anymore. She has just her own website. And you can get the equivalent yarn in whatever color you want. I think when she first started, she sent you like the same yarn that you used. But now you can pick whatever you want. And there's a colorway that she has that I need to get. And I was like, okay, if I don't get picked as a sample crochet, it's the one thing that's going to be, that I have to buy this year. That's not a necessity. But she made a colorway because her grandma just passed not too long ago. And she made a remembrance colorway for her grandma. And I want that colorway so, so bad. Um, I want a lot of, if I could, I would get every colorway she makes because she is really, really good. She is still pretty much a new designer compared to the other ones that I know that have been out there for a while. She's been doing it for just over a year now, I think it is. I know I started watching her about a year ago and she was only a couple months in, I think. Year and a half tops, I would think. She is so good. I just love everything she does. So I cannot wait. I'm thinking that I know the colorways that she's sending me, but I don't know. She's this is for a special event in September, and she's making a special colorway for the event for the shop that it's going to be, and the only place you can get that colorway is from that shop. And unless she has, I think, extra left over after, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be that colorway or if she's sending me something else because, of course, she wants different sample crochets put up in the shop so that people can see her different colors and pick from what she has. So all depends on what yarn she's sending along for this event besides the colorway that was created specifically for the event. So I will see once it gets here. And she told me I can document the whole journey with you guys. Um, she has people asking her all the time too, what's the difference between a testing crochet and a sample crochet? And testing crochet, for those of you who've done it, and I've been doing it for a while now, is where a designer has a new design, they need it tested, they need you to look over the pattern, make sure there's no typos, make sure that the end counts are okay. It's not as involved as tech editing is, but it's just oh, I don't understand this pattern, something is wrong here, it needs to be fixed. And then they normally fix it. Some send it to a tech editor and then have it tested, and others have it tested and then send it to a tech editor. So that is the difference. Let's get on to my yarn. Here is the card, and the theme is homestead for this month. And I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this okay without any lights on. I still wanted to use the natural light since it was out there, but let me move this to try and get a little bit more light. But I forgot that this colorway was as light as it is. So let's see if that light will help. If not, I will close that back up. But here are the colorways on the back right here that you could get in the regular crochet box. This is the sock box here. They only had one color this month for the sock box. There is shabby chic or shabby chick, old barn, and cucumber. Cucumber was the cool color, old barn was the energize me color, and shabby chic was the natural color. I went with the cool cucumber. I've been getting the energy color, but I got a color called wasn't barn. I think it was terracotta maybe last time or something, but it had to do with, it was also a reddish like that. And I didn't want any more red. I look good in red. I've been told I look good in red. I just don't make a lot of stuff in red. So, and I really fell in love with this cucumber one. And one of the reasons is because they don't do a lot of tonals and variegateds, I guess, anymore. Ever since I've started, all I normally get is just solids. And some may have a little tonal quality to them. So when I see, oh, this is so pretty, something like this, I want to jump on it. Can you see that pretty green? Let me get it up closer. It's definitely tonal. You've got the stripes of green and then the white. And I really think this is going to stripe up and not just be a regular tonal where you can get just, you know, some lighter and darker shades here and there. Or like here, a good way to show you tonal is with this yarn that I'm making this tester crochet out of. You can see it close enough. There's dark yellow here, and then some light yellow here, some darker over here. This is the medium down here. So let me put that up again a little bit closer so you might be able to see it a little better. I wonder if I shine my light from here, if you can see it a little better. No, not really. Trying to figure out how to hold it and shine it at the same time for you to see it. Maybe a little from back there. I'm not trying to blind you guys or anything, honestly. But that's more what the tonal is. This is more striped, looks like to me. There, that helps a little bit there. But not a whole lot. And like I said, I don't want to hurt your eyes, so there we go. Turn that off. This is the colorway I got. I was so excited to get this one. I had to switch next month's as well. I think I switched next month's to natural. I used to be on Anything Goes, which means they can pick whatever they send you. And that was always what, if they sent people a free box that they got. But I don't know. It sounds like some people are starting to pick their colorway. There you go. But I'm not positive on that. I only watched a couple people unbox. So the ones that I knew before who were getting it for free, I'm not sure if they still are. So let's see what is in here as my, our little extra. This is Copper Cow Coffee Milk and Sugar Latte Creamer. And this is Copper Cow Coffee. It's called a vanilla pour over. So it's got the filter in here. You put it on top of the glass. Here, it shows you back here. And then you pour your hot water over it. And then you add this to it. This is a Vietnamese coffee. I cannot wait to try that. Awesome. Now, I do like, drinking tea, and I do like drinking coffee. And I have my hot tea over here, especially, I know it's hot outside, but with the air conditioner running all the time, I tend to freeze in the house. So I always keep some hot tea because then my throat starts to hurt. And I've got my hot tea over here, and then I also have just a regular drink. I'm trying to close that now. There we go. And so, yeah, I guess crocheting, I could do like crochet and tea with me or, whatever, but I don't know what I'm getting at right now. Sorry. I just like both. I do like coffee. I haven't been drinking it as much because I've been drinking more tea and I've been making iced tea for when I'm really hot. So, so yeah, but there is my video for today. Sorry, I'm just kind of all over the place. I do still have so many things that I've wanted to do and I've been too sick to do it. So hopefully I will have some flip throughs coming through. Let me know if you enjoy these things. If I do something that you don't really enjoy, let me know and I can stop. If you don't want to see flip throughs of my magazines, let me know. Um, but I have some crochet worlds to go through. Like one I realized that I didn't do and I had it sitting here. But then when I looked at the dates, they sent me, I thought that one should have been April and it was actually like June or July, and they sent me the April one like later. So I have a couple of them sitting over there that I need to do that I have not shown you yet. Hopefully I will get to that this weekend. My husband's working doubles. Who knows? Maybe tonight I will come on and tape another one after I crochet a little while more and I need a break. And then I have stitch markers I need to make because I have prizes that need to get out. But I don't have enough stitch markers that I made the first time. And when I got my second batch of beads in, I can now create some more. So I need to do that. And I promise they're coming. I just want to make sure that I have everything to send you guys like I wanted to and not just send just yarn when I knew that I wanted to send yarn and stitch markers. So they are coming, I promise. Um, I just have to, I have to get back into life, um, doing things, doing my job, which is this now. But I also have some things that I need to get done for the blessings page that I'm on as well that I'm behind on there. So just know, yes, I'm behind because I've been sick, but I am getting there and you guys will get your gifts here soon. I promise. I promise. I have somebody that I made something for and I need to get that out to her as well. She happens to be on the blessings page and we become pretty decent friends. She just had a baby this last year. So, um, she's the one that I made that cocoon for, the monkey cocoon and the Triceratops levy. I made a thing to go onto her baby bag that I showed not too long ago that's got extra pockets. So, and I need to send that to her. And you guys know, I mean, if you go back and look, it's been a while since I've had it finished. I need to get it out to her. And again, I need to get ink because I am now using, when I send things out, I believe I said this before, but if you guys weren't here to hear it, I'm using an app. They have an app, I think, for your phone, but they also have a web page. And for things like this, I always use the web page, but it's called Pirate Shipped. And you put in, it is so easy. I didn't know how easy it could be to get the post office to pick up packages from my front doorstep. So it is so easy with this program. Let me just call it a program instead of an app since I do have a web page and that's what I use. I think they have an app, but I'm not 100% positive. But all you do is put in if it's an envelope or a box. And then once you put that in, you have to say whether it's a priority one, I think. Or you have to pick an envelope, a box, or a priority envelope or a priority box or express, I believe, in the first step. Then you've got to put in the dimensions of the envelope or the box. Then you have to put in a weight, which my daughter got me a digital scale, and it makes it so much easier. But I didn't think of like the big packages, but we have a regular, like digital scale, to weigh ourselves on. So I should be able to use that for the bigger ones. But she got me a kitchen one that I can do the, envelopes and smaller packages with. And you put it in, you pick what you want to pay, if you want to pay for UPS or if you want to pay for USPS. I know it's UPS. United States Postal Service. I don't think FedEx is on there. I think it's just between the two. They tell you the best price, which one gives you the best price. Of course, you put the address in there after you put that information in, and then they tell you the best price. You pick what you want to do, and if it's with USPS, you can schedule right then for them to come and pick it up like the next day. And I did that, and boom, like clockwork. He knew my carrier because we have a foot. Our mailman goes by foot because we don't have the mailboxes out on the road. They're up on our house. And he knew that he was picking up packages. He knew how many. Because they were in envelopes, I actually left them out there in a plastic grocery bag because Indiana, you can still use plastic grocery bags. And I left it out there in that. I'm sure I could use a reusable bag and he wouldn't take it because I think he left it in the bag just because it was plastic. But he counted, he took everyone out, and he used his wand thing to, scan them each one in before he left so that they all went in properly and they were ready to go when he got back, to the post office for them to get processed however way, they get. So it was all done. But you can also print out the labels and put them on the package and then take them to the post office. So right now I'm just using regular paper. There is a way, and I'll tell you this tip right now because I did not know this. Like I had 4 different packages going out. And the first one, I printed the label right away when it said to print label. And even if you don't print it, I think it says that label has been printed or something. I can't remember. But if you wait until you put them all in, you can pick like 2 of them because how the labels are, they're like 5x7 when you do them on your own printer. And so you can print 2 labels per one sheet. I just couldn't figure it out at first. If I had waited till the end, I wouldn't have had like 2 5x7s that were on one sheet. I decided I was going to wait to print till the end because I had seen when I went back to check something that I could reprint the label. And yeah, at the very end, it brought up all 4 and I could click on the side which labels I wanted to print. And when I chose 2, I was able to pick the option of print 2 per one paper and get 2 on one sheet of paper. So I would have saved paper if I would have known that before then. So telling you guys, if you guys happen to use it, and if you happen to have like an even number, or even if it's odd, you need to print 1 by itself and then you have 2 more, to wait till the end and you can pull them up and you can do it. So it's really easy peasy. Really. If I could figure it out when my brain was so messed up and I couldn't think because I was in so much pain, anybody can figure it out. Because when I'm like that, I have such a hard time thinking and remembering things. Again, very easy peasy. And I would say go check it out because I saved at least $2 per package. So, and with the way that the prices keep going up and up, I mean, that right there, 4-pack, what did I say? It was 4 or 6 that I had that went out. 4. So saving $8 on 4 packages, that's quite a bit. So as far as I'm concerned, especially when it comes to postage. So check it out. See if it helps you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just know that when my husband usually takes it, the size packages that I had normally go out for $5 and something, and they were $3 and something. So it was really nice. So, and now that I am done with that, and I've been here for a half an hour, and I didn't mean to be here that long, I'm going to let you guys go because I've got crocheting to get back to. I'm going to upload this right away. So if you happen to see this, and it's still today, the day that I uploaded it, just know that I'm crocheting probably until later tonight. My husband's working a double, so he's not going to be home. And I normally don't put that on here, but, people aren't going to see this until, some of you until tomorrow, whatever. He'll be home by then. But for those of you who happen to see this tonight, if you feel like doing a crochet with me, let me know. And I put this up on my group that I'm crocheting all day. So if you decide that you want company while you're crocheting, if you're crocheting, let me know. Send me a message because right now I'm catching up on shows that I taped, but I would so much rather be spending time with you guys. So hit me up. Send me a message on Instant Messenger or on Facebook. Granted, I hear the Facebook ones come through better than I do Messenger, but I can check both. And I can open up a room and, let other people know. And if they see it, they can come in too, or it could just be, the two of us, whatever. But I would love to get to know you guys better. And right now, I'm just doing the lemon peel stitch on this. So, yeah, and I got a ways to go. So, I would be happy to sit and crochet and talk with any of you who might want to do the same. So let me get this up so you guys can see it, and hopefully I'll hear from somebody because it would be nice not to be alone for the whole entire night tonight. And with that, I am going to go. Remember, you matter. Please remember that. If you're feeling down and you think that nobody cares about you, please remember there is somebody. You may not think that they do, but they do. And always know that I care about you. Every single one of you I care about. And remember, you are beautiful. No matter if you feel you are the ugliest duckling, and I've been there, I have felt uglier than that. And it took my husband and my daughter to remind me, know that I was beautiful no matter what. And right now, with gaining the weight that I've been gaining because of my eating issues with not keeping protein and stuff down, whoa, I'm having a hard time with that and not looking in the mirror and saying, you are ugly, you need to lose weight. So I am gorgeous. Yes, I need to lose weight, but I am gorgeous and I am beautiful. And you are gorgeous and beautiful and handsome too. So please do not ever forget that. Never, never, never. Because that is too important to know about yourself. Please do not forget. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I love all of you, and I will talk to you later.